Okay, everyone, let's get started. How are you doing? All right. Do other courses have midterms? Have you had midterms? Okay. All right. All right. And yeah, today we will begin with a short survey. So as you took midterms, I'd like to get some feedback from you regarding how this course is going, what you've been experiencing, and so on, also along with some suggestions. So that we can improve this course. So here's the QR code that I want you to use for the quick survey. And there are I think, 5 items. So if you can provide your honest feedback, that would be much appreciated. And yeah, it's completely anonymous. So yeah, please feel free to share any thoughts. And we will review the TAs, and I will review the results early next week and try to apply some changes moving forward. Yeah. Do you want to go to attendance? It's for some students. Is also in the announcement section. And if you couldn't capture this attendance QR code, please capture it now. Yeah, otherwise we'll move on to the next one. Okay. So, and I share some examples as well, so you can take a look at it. But here, if we follow this worksheet, I want you to copy and paste your roles and maybe commitment. Instead of responsibilities, I wanted to use the word commitment for this class. So you can simply copy and paste the role title and commitment here, and then come up with sub goals for each role. All right. But the time frame is very important. So I want you to make the time frame for those goals 6 to 12 months from now, so that you can see yourself achieving it, and that way you can make your action items more concrete. So this is one way of doing it. And when we set goals, there is a very popular expression called SMART. So I want you to meet this criteria or requirement for each goal. So my question to you is, what does S represent? Specific, yes. M, measurable. A, attainable or achievable. Yeah, attainable is fine too. Yeah, this is tricky. So there are different opinions about R. So what would you say? Realistic is one way. Another one? Can you guess? Reachable. Reachable, it can be also. It's a reachable, achievable, similar, but another idea? Realistic, it was mentioned before, but okay. Relevant. So what does this mean, relevant? Goals should be relevant to what? Could be, yeah. Maybe there's no right or wrong answer. So it should be relevant to your life, right? And but in this class, you've crystallized your life and your identity in the form of mission, and your future life in the form of vision. So I would say relevant to your priorities. It can be relevant to values or mission or vision. Make sense? Okay, so T, what is T? Time, maybe time bounded or timely, or I would say time bounded. Some people say that a goal without a deadline is a dream, right? So in order for you to call a certain thing a goal, you need to have a deadline attached to it. So that's a basic criteria for goal setting. Why is this important to you, like personally and professionally? Can you answer? Let's suppose that you are hired by a company that you desire to work, and this goal setting practice is very, very important. Why?
I think that like having a deadline is good for some people and not good for others. Because at least like I like to see my life as like flexible and having the ability to go anywhere, do anything. And if I had a deadline, I mean, maybe that's useful for some people if they need to be scared into doing something or they like the organization, but not for me.
Yeah. So then you probably will want to work for an entity that assures or that guarantees autonomy, maybe. Yeah. So but for typical people, If you work for an organization, they want tangible outcomes, and also they will give deadlines. So this class kind of mimics the industry approaches or industry setting. So there are deadlines. Also, it will be very similar to other courses as well. So assignments have deadlines, but you have a practical projects as well, right? So I want also industry want you to provide or demonstrate output or outcome. Where I was going with was that if you get hired by a company, they will have a certain practice called performance management. So the how people or companies use performance management practice is changing. And in the past, it was on a maybe biannual practice or an yearly practice to set goals and then review how you've done and so on. Now it's becoming project based, or it can be every 3 months or so. So people these days tend to set goals and also timelines at a granular level so that you can review or monitor the progress a bit more frequently and think about how you can improve further and so on, having smaller goals. So that seems to be the trend. And so the template that I'm sharing is from a long time ago. So this was from a kind of the practice setting goals biannually or annually. But these days, for example, the practice called the OKR is becoming popular. So this practice is adopted by Google. And how many of you heard of OKR practice? Okay. How many of you heard of this term, KPI? KPI indicates key performance indicator. So companies or projects have multiple KPIs. So they monitor whether they meet a certain level. Let's say you have a retail store and you have a revenue target. Let's say $20,000 per month. Now you are currently at $10,000, but the $20,000 mark can be a KPI for the revenue. There can be other KPIs, including, let's say, customer satisfaction, number of customers visiting in a given day, things like that. So those are KPIs. Many companies still operate utilizing KPIs to set and monitor their goals. But now many companies and even governments are trying to adopt OKR. OKR means objective, and KR means key results. So yeah, those companies or those entities don't just set KPIs, they set OKRs. So for objectives, typically doesn't involve a certain numbers. It can involve numbers, but it's a description about why we are trying to achieve certain things, or what's the ultimate thing that we want to achieve. That's objective. And in KR, for KR, KR will be the end results that you want to see from this achievement. So to continue with the example of the retail store. So let's say if the retail store has the KPIs of having $20,000 of revenue, let's say 1,000 people visiting the store in a given day, and so on, if those are all KPIs, what would be the objective of the retail store? If you can create one sentence. It depends on your situation. But can you come up with one sentence regarding a retail store example? Yeah.
Just revenue or profitability of the location.
Okay, so can you put that into a sentence? So it's to increase profitability, and if that comes with, or if that should accompany with revenue and I don't know what else. So it's a profit involves revenue, and also they need to monitor the cost as well, right? So let's say, okay, so the objective could be ensure profitability. Maybe I would say increase profitability increase, maybe by, you can have some numbers as well. So let's say 50%. If this was the objective, then key results can be, so it's to think about the desired state of this, the direction of the, or the retail store. So it could be revenue of $20,000, customer base of something, and then cost reduction of products. Maybe you can come up with specific numbers. So these could be key results. And so OKR, the beauty of OKR is to look at the direction and the numbers at the same time. So it gives you a sense of direction or sense of idea why you are trying to achieve certain things. So that's kind of a beauty of OKR. And OKR doesn't stop here, and it accompanies with action. So it allows you to, or facilitates you to think about actions to take to achieve these key results. So to increase revenue, you can come up with the ideas for increasing revenue. You can come up with ideas for increasing customer base separately. So that's the idea of OKR. And here, I want you to, if you are not in teams 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and some 15, I encourage you to visit our AI platform. If you can do it right now, that'll be helpful. And if you are in teams 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, simply use our workbook. So we'll give you some time to do this work here. Yeah, LifeCraft AI app. If you go to dashboard, there is a goal setting exercise following OKR, and it allows you to create different identify different roles. Let me see, I will start fresh. Okay, so ideally, I want you to define 2 to 7 like roles. And if you want to set 3-month goals, select 3 month or 6 month or 12 month. My recommendation would be maybe 6 month, maybe 12 month is too far, I feel, these days. So it's up to you. And you can select the time frame and then hit goal setting. And as I shared with you, sharpen the saw should be one of the domains. And it can be framed as or phrased as well-being and self-care, or you can put sharpen the saw. That encompasses spiritual domain, emotional, intellectual, and physical at the same time. And you already define those commitments or responsibilities. So you can just copy and paste those descriptions here. And on the system, I had 5 roles, but I can change it to maybe 7. Let's see. Yeah, you can add those roles up to 7. But ideally, I encourage you to have at least 5 roles. That should include some professional roles, role as a student, and also well-being. What else? If you are part of a student organization, you can put a volunteer role. If you want to have a partner, or if you have a partner, and also if you want to have a partner, or if you have a partner right now, then you can have a partner role there. And if you want to be a parent later, then you can put a parent role here. If you want to have something that will help you to prepare to be a better partner or parent. Follow the directions here.
I want to write my email, so for those who come late, I want to write my email.
Oh, wait, sure. Once you put down your responsibilities or commitment for each role, you'll be able to see this. And let's see. Yeah, the next step is to come up with objectives. So think about this exercise. And for each role, you can have an objective for that time frame that you selected. It can be 3-month time frame or 6-month time frame. You can have multiple objectives, but what I recommend would be to have just one important objective for that time frame. So if you selected 12 months, having one objective might be challenging because there are many different domains that you want to address. But let's say if you have 3-month or 6-month time frame, maybe focusing on one objective at a time for each role might make sense because there would be multiple key results in that for that objective. For demonstration purpose, I only added one objective for inventor role, and you can add up to 3 key results. But my suggestion is to add 2 to 3.
Yeah, you're only doing this if you're in like the odd groups, right? Like for the AI. Like this is only for the AI groups.
AA group.
Yeah, okay.
yeah. Okay, so I see KRs here. For when you have a KR, objective should be also listed. So here it was nice to see objective. Here this was objective, and I was able to add KRs here. But when people work on like actions, if they can see objective for this KR as well. So this is a goal. So goal, objective, KR. Right?
The previous result should be presented.
Okay. Then
But they can change. They can change the previous section, but they can still see what happens in the previous.
Raise your hand if you are in team 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and some team 15. So in your case, I want you to use this template, all right? And the idea is almost the same, right? So you put roles and commitments here. And then for subgoals, I want you to have 2 to 3 subgoals. So those will be considered as maybe KR, so this criteria component at least. And action plan would be related to actions related to key results. But in your case, everything will belong to one line. So here, as for subgoals, if you put let's say one plan, then I would give one, and then give descriptions, and criteria will belong to that number one. So one, and put one and criteria by when. So if that belongs to the first item, put one, so that you can have, let's say if you have 3 items, then 2 action plan, 2 for the second criteria, 2, and then 2 by when. So one line should correspond to the same goal. It makes sense. No, so the hierarchy is each sub-goal should belong to each role that you put down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that, yeah.
So, but it should be a different role for each goal. Or can you have like multiple goals with one role?
You can have 2 to 3 goals for one role.
Okay.
Yeah, and then move on. So, but I want you to have 5 to 7 roles covered. Yeah. Okay.
So I did like the strengths, weaknesses thing,
Mhm.
but what do I do here?
It's, it's to come up with strategies by combining, let's say for SO strategies, you can think about these two components together and to create strategy to achieve what's your vision.
So do I do one for like 1 and 1 or 2?
It's up to you. Yeah, so you can
So I
have
make it
more.
4, basically.
Yeah, around 4.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
3
then
to 4 maybe.
down here, how do I do like?
You rate.
So how hard the strategies would be? What?
Yeah, yeah.
But
yeah.
what about
Priority. So
are those like the same things? Like which one?
priority. Let's see. This one. What team are you in?
11.
Team 11. So maybe you, if you use the AI platform, that would be easier for you because it automatically it gives you the interface so that you can rate difficulty, impact, and also based on it, it automatically gives you priority and ranks. So, but let's say if the difficulty is low, impact is very high, the priority will be very high, right? Because it's a low hanging fruit with a high impact, right? And
And then
let's see.
I would rank them.
Yeah, based on the priority and your assessment.
But I'm ranking them all, not just like the S.
All of those, yeah, all these.
Okay, and then this, my role would be like how we did the roles like the past few weeks, and then I would be okay.
Yeah.
That's understandable. Thank you.
Yeah. If you can use the AI platform, that will help you understand
Am I
further.
allowed to?
Yeah.
In an odd number?
No, so you're not in. Yeah, you're not in the study group, right? So you can use it. Yeah.
Obviously, like job stuff, so be like a coworker. One is like I'm like planning a trip with some of my friends this summer, so kind of like a friend or stuff like that.
Yeah. I just maybe student because you are currently a student.
Yeah.
And what else?
And then I have like other like personal goals that I listed.
on more like personal projects or stuff like that. Is that something?
Yeah, so what I want everyone to do is to set goals based on different roles, right?
Yeah.
So if you have a personal, like you for your own well-being, spiritual, mental, and physical, that can be one section for the goal. And as a student, you can have another section, and let's say for a future worker or future professional, you can have that section. And if you value as a friendship or maybe your role as a partner, yeah, so you can have that section.
And then for like your time, do you want like a specific date, or can I say like by the end of the summer?
Oh, okay, that's a good question. So yeah, I had a good question. So as for the timeline, my suggestion and also mandate is for you to pick a specific date. All right, so that will help you be more to be more accountable. So instead of saying at the end of the summer, you can say this date. And some goals can be sequential or sequentially achieved. So think about the order as well, and so. Okay, attention please. The core theme of this course is around this word. Can you recall? Can you guess what I'm talking about? The entire theme or the theme for the entire course is around this word. And yeah, yeah. So human agency. So it's about human agency. It's in plain terms, it is to make things happen in your personal life and as a team or as an organization collectively. So you are practicing it. And I will ask this question again. What are the 4 components of human agency? Yeah, I asked this question before. So agents, yeah, you are all agents, and agents can be also an organization or group. So your team is also an agent. Agents exercise these 4 core features. So you've been practicing all those throughout the semester. So what are those? Self-reflection. Okay, good. Yeah, it's called self-reflectiveness. That's good. What else? Intentionality. Okay, so intentionality is almost equal to goals, having your intention in mind. So agents keep their intention while and during taking action, or before and while taking action, I guess. What else? 2 more. So, forethought. So what did we do related to forethought in this course? What?
We're planning for our future.
Yeah, planning for the future. We did some other exercises regarding thinking about or planning or brainstorming about future possibilities. We've done some activities. What were they? Yeah.
I guess the SWOT one that we're doing.
Yeah, SWOT. Yeah, SWOT is also related to forethought. You think about your course of action, potential options, and so on. What else? There were other, like at least 3 other things. Forethought related. Yeah. Midterm, yeah, the whole midterm was about forethought, especially for the future part, future stories. What else? Midterm had another component. You had to add 1 slide. Goal setting is what we are doing. But for the midterm, you had 1 slide. Yeah, dream list, right? So all those are about forethought, thinking about some future options. And then after brainstorming all those with SWOT and so on, you clarify what you really want to achieve. That's goal setting. So goal setting may not be done overnight. And even professionals who have been doing it for many years, they struggle. Many of them struggle to come up with functioning, highly effective goals. Right? So if you want to achieve something extraordinary, it's very important for you to set effective goals. And it's because your time and resources are limited. You cannot have too many goals because you cannot chase everything. So that's why it is important for you to prioritize your time, prioritize your goals, select your goals very carefully. That's why I ask you to do SWOT analysis, to also brainstorm your future possibility through those dream list activity and so on. Okay, so we talked about self-reflection. We've done a lot of self-reflection activities, including the Enneagram and strength finding through your stories, life themes, values identification, and also your mission statement. So you went deep, and also you identified roles and commitments. All those are related to self-reflection. So we've done self-reflectiveness or self-reflection, and forethought related activities. And now we got into intentionality. And there's one aspect that's left. What is it? Yeah, we didn't talk much about it. Now we are getting into it. So once you have goals, very clear goals, what's left to make your desired future yours? React, yeah, okay. So yeah, taking action. So it in Bandura's term, so the whole course is based on Albert Bandura's human ages theory, and that's self-reflectiveness. Oh no, self-reactive. I'm sorry, self-reactiveness. Reacting to your intention, reacting to your life circumstances. So if you have a goals, then you need to react to it. So that's to take action and also monitor monitor the goal, the progress toward your goal, and monitor different changes and adjusting your plans or actions accordingly. So that's called self-reactiveness. Yeah, makes sense. So I want you to put or invest some time into goal setting. And I want you to feel very comfortable about your goals for the next maybe 6 months or so. Then what's left is to take action. But in most cases, things do not go as planned. So that's why we need some adaptation or changing some modifications to your goals and plans and actions. All right. So that's next week. And next week we get into one additional activity, which is called ERRC. So ERRC is from a book called Blue Ocean Strategy, but that stands for eliminate. The first E is eliminate. R means reduce. The third character is R, another R, reinforce, something that you would reinforce. And last C is create. So you think about what to eliminate, reduce, reinforce, and create from your daily lives and also your habit. Because if you do the same thing as you have been doing in the past, then you might not be able to create a new future for you. Right? So that's why we are doing ERRC activity, so that you can reshape your daily routine and also your habit. So that's coming up. That's next week. And next week will be about taking action, monitor those, and reacting to it, and so on. Okay, so it's at the personal level. So at the personal level, it will be about ERRC, and also on Thursday, we will do team presentations about the progress of your team project. So that's again related to taking action. So you've done the work. If your team finished up to step 5, then what's left is to take action, right? So you will present. That is a form of, for me, form of monitoring. But in your case, is to take action, and also it will allow you to monitor your progress. So it should be understood as self-reactiveness related activity at the group level. Make sense? So if you can go to next week's here team project progress item, you will see some requirements here. So I want you to create a slide for your team to present on Thursday next week. Only maybe 5 slides or 5 sections are required. Project overview in 200 words or so, and project objectives. Objectives will be intentionality, progress you made so far, actions to be taken because it's not over yet. So there should be some remaining actions, and then team reflection. So that's the content for next Thursday presentation. Yeah. What goes into the reflection? So the reflection can have what went well as a team or in terms of your progress, what can be done better, what could be done better, and yeah, so, but definitely reflect about the team functioning, how the teamwork went, and so on. Or if you also are interested in reflecting on how others, your maybe target population, reacted to your solution, you can reflect on it too. So it's highly open. Okay. And many teams mentioned that they will create a AI agent or GPT. Yeah, it's easy to create these days, but maybe I can demonstrate how to create one on Tuesday or Thursday if you are interested. So can you raise your hand if you are interested in watching how to create a GPT or a AI-based app? If you raise your hand, I will demonstrate. But if not, if you feel comfortable creating on it on your own, maybe I wouldn't do it. So raise your hand if you're interested in looking at it. Yeah, less, maybe about 10% or so. Maybe sharing YouTube video might be better, right? So okay. So now I will give you about yeah, we only have 15 or 18 minutes or so. So please have a team meeting time, teamwork session.